Hi there, we are at Magic Kingdom today and we're going to be checking out new Fantasyland. First we're going to go to Enchanted Tales with Belle, then we're going to have lunch at Gaston's Tavern, maybe we're going to check out some merch, we'll go on Voyage of the Little Mermaid, we're going to meet Ariel, and we're going to go on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We're just going to see where the day takes us and see what kind of Fantasyland fun we can get into. I'm Brittany and this is Extra Magic Minutes. Made our way over to New Fantasyland, and first we're going to go to Enchanted Tales with Belle, and I'm really excited to see this because I've never been to this, and Belle is my favorite princess, if you couldn't tell from my outfit. I know there's a meet and greet, I think there's like a show element, and I've never seen it. I've tried to avoid seeing what it is online for like 15 years now, and I can't wait to go see it. Come with us. To begin to go inside the mirror.
We're all going to surprise Belle and act out the story of how they met. Oh, I can hardly wait.
What do you say? Should we surprise Belle?
Yeah! Wonderful!
I'm joking. You will be marching soon enough. Now remember, Belle doesn't know you're here, so I shall call her in, and when she enters, we'll all shout, "Surprise!" Oh, Belle, where are you, mademoiselle?
I love stories.
Very well. Let us begin. Our keep marching.
Survivor, keep marching. You are still on duty. And wardrobe.
A bunch of bookmarks, and I got to go take a picture with Belle, even though I am an adult lady. Enchanted Tales with Belle was so cool. I can't believe I waited this long to do that. I did feel like, you know, For kids, it is amazing, and I just wanted to let them like go do their thing. But the PhotoPass photographer was like, "Do you want to take a picture with Belle?" And I was like, "Yes, please." So I got to go take a picture with Belle. She gave me a bookmark. Character attendant there was so kind as well. It was just a really good experience. I can't believe I waited this long to do it. I just said that, but I'm saying it again. If you have something like that at the parks, you should go and do it. Even if you feel like you're not supposed to be there. If it's a ride or an attraction, you should go do it because I'm missing out all this time. A roller coaster. Okay, sorry. We just walked by Be Our Guest, and in the past we definitely would have eaten lunch there because it used to be a la carte. So you could get whatever you wanted to get. You could get like a lunch, you could get a dessert to share, and it wasn't so expensive. When the parks reopened after COVID, the price went way up. They don't do breakfast anymore. They just do lunch and dinner, and it's $70 a person for adults. It's an appetizer, entree, and dessert. But I would say that if you've never been before, the atmosphere is very cool. If you love Beauty and the Beast, if you've never been inside there, I think it's worth doing one time. Sort of like Cinderella's Royal Table. It's absolutely worth trying once. So we're gonna go over to Gaston's Tavern because we haven't really eaten there before. We haven't had the Grey Stuff Cupcake from over here. I wanna see if it's similar to Be Our Guest. And yeah, so we're gonna have that for lunch. Let's go. I timed that so good. So we are here at Gaston's Tavern, and this is sort of the only food in New Fantasyland other than like a few food carts. So we're gonna get a little bit of everything here. A lot of this menu is really popular with people, so we thought we'd try some things that we haven't tried. I think I have had LeFou's Brew before, but I don't really remember it. And I haven't had the cinnamon roll, and I've had the Grey Stuff at Be Our Guest, so I'm really curious if it's gonna be the same. I'm gonna start with the LeFou's Brew, and it's a toasted marshmallow flavor. It's apple, and then it has a passion fruit mango foam on the top, and that is so good. I would eat just like a whole bowl of that, but I love passion fruit and mango. I love them together. I love anything passion fruit flavored, so I would definitely get this again. It was surprisingly like better than I remember it being. I think maybe I'm just like getting into like the frozen drink slushy thing because I never used to like them very much, and now I think they're great. So maybe I'm just like, my palate's changing and I like these sugary drinks more than I used to. Next I'm gonna try the cinnamon roll. It is absolutely massive. I can't believe how huge it is. A few people came over and were like, "Is that the cinnamon roll?" It's so big. It's like as big as your face, and I'm like, yeah, it's really big. I didn't expect it to be so big. I know they said warm cinnamon roll, and I've heard that it's massive, but I just didn't know that it was like gonna be absolutely huge. Maybe I shouldn't have got a cupcake as well, but I did, so we're gonna eat all of them. This is interesting because the outside's really dry. I guess the middle is significantly better than the outside. The middle is where it's at. If it could all taste like that, that would be great. And it's really good if you pair it with the LeFou's Brew. That helps with some of the dryness on the outside. I've heard of people asking for more frosting as well, like a side of frosting or something. I guess that could help, but I don't think it needs to be sweeter. And I think there's enough frosting on the top. It's just that the outside is dry so that the middle will be cooked. They have to cook the outside more because it's so big. And I think it would be better if it had some like toasted pecans on the top or walnuts, but I know that like they don't want to put nuts on it because then a lot of people wouldn't be able to eat it. That would just be like something that I would want on my cinnamon roll. But it is great to share. I think like 2, 3, even 4 people could share this. It is so big. And finally, I get to try the Grey Stuff Cupcake. We've had the Grey Stuff over at Be Our Guest, and it looks pretty similar, so I think it's gonna be like the same kind of thing. It's a really moist chocolate cupcake, and it has the Grey Stuff on the top, which is like an Oreo buttercream, and this was as delicious as I remember it. I will definitely come up here and get this again. I love this cupcake. It's one of the best cupcakes I ever have had on Disney property. If you've never had it before, you should definitely come and get it. It's worth the little trek up the hill, and yeah, this was a pretty good meal. I mean, I wouldn't say like it's very substantial or that I won't need to eat again soon, and it's all sweets, but everything we tried was good, and I don't know, you know, I never come up here. I should come up here more often. So today we are hanging out in New Fantasyland, and New Fantasyland isn't really that new anymore, but we don't usually spend a lot of time up here, so we thought it'd be fun to do a little video, try some new things that we haven't done. This area did open primarily in 2012. The first Storybook Circus opened, and they moved Dumbo over here. This is where Toontown was, and they moved Dumbo over. They moved like the silly sideshow. There's character meet and greets over there. So that opened first, and then the whole area of Be Our Guest, the aerial ride, all of that opened in 2012, like at the end of the year. 2013, they opened Princess Fairy Tale Hall, and that is technically part of New Fantasyland, but it's in Fantasyland, so we're not gonna be doing that today. We've been there pretty recently and saw Tiana, And then they opened Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in 2014. And because they opened Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, they did close the Dark Snow White ride, which was one of my favorites. I love that ride. It was so scary. But I do like Mine Train. I just think it could be a little bit longer. We're definitely going to go on that today, and we're going to just do everything that there is to do in New Fantasyland. What happened to her hands? There I am in the morning. And there I am after I get ready. This is a new Vera Bradley collection. It's all Beauty and the Beast prints. There's a couple different prints. I do have all of that up on the website, so I'll put a link in the description below. And if you're interested in any of them, we have them all there. They're all online. It's a Cogsworth clock. That's perfect. A clock of a clock. That's 80. So this book is the story of Beauty and the Beast. It's in French, but I can see Belle. Belle a little bit. So we just left Bonjour Village Gifts, which is the gift shop in New Fantasyland, and it's in the Beauty and the Beast area. But it doesn't have a ton of Beauty and the Beast merchandise. They mostly just have like random princess stuff, some home stuff, and I just like firmly feel that that should be a bookstore. I don't know why there's no bookstores like anywhere. Disney Books has a ton of books. They could sell books there. They could have a bookstore in Disney Springs. I think that would be amazing. It just doesn't seem to have like a definite identity, and especially where it is, and that books could be the theme. It's right there, so we should just do that.
But let me tell you how that evil
What's this?
Maybe it's that sea witch.
There's a bird behind you looking at you. gotta get more pearls for my ears. So we've gotta find some clams and a fish to help me, and then I can get some more decorations for my ears. Ooh. I should have brought one to Ariel. I think she would really like it. This is a frozen drink that they have near the Little Mermaid. It's called the Seaside Serenade, and it's pina colada, like virgin pina colada. It has curacao in it, and it has boba pearls. I've never had it before. I feel like I probably need to stir it, but I'm just gonna try it first without. Well, it has coconut. You might like it. Kind of tastes like sunscreen. What do you think? Oh, you're taking it? Of course you are. It's blue, so. Hey. Oh, so you really like that one. I like the LeFou's brew better. I didn't get a boba pearl. Those are good. No! Blue on my dress. I would love to tell you what it tastes like, but the boyfriend took it and he's not going to give it back. And our crisis was averted because that evaporated into thin air and it's fine now. Anyway, it looks like he likes it a lot and it's really good. The boba pearl was great. Oh, thank you. You want to share with me? That's so nice. Yeah, it tastes like coconut and blue raspberry. Those are really good. I'm impressed. The boyfriend loves it because he loves coconut things. Maybe I do like it better than the LeFou's brew. I don't know, both were great. I like that LeFou's brew had passion fruit foam on the top. I would just eat that, like scoop it up, eat it. This is really good, like all together though. And very refreshing for the summer. Yeah, I will get this one again. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It is a little bit of a tight squeeze and the ride is pretty short, but it's always really fun. And thanks for coming with us to New Fantasyland today. We had a great time and I'll see you on the next video.